CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Well, thousands of teachers across British Columbia have spent this day voting on their tentative contract agreement, and we'll know if it was approved or turned down in a matter of hours. The result of the ratification vote is expected to be released by the BC Teachers Federation at 8:30 tonight. Teachers have been voting since Wednesday. Following that surprise tentative agreement, the two-year contract is retroactive to last July 1st and conforms to the province's net zero funding. But there are more than $2 million in benefit improvements as well as improved leave and seniority provisions. The BCTF recommends its members accept it, but the Victoria Teachers Association urges members to reject it. Follow on Twitter tonight at CTV News VI, our Twitter feed, and hashtag #TeacherVote for the results this evening when they're known at 8:30. CTV Cheryl Bloxham will have full details tonight at 11 o'clock. Victoria Police would like to hear from anybody who saw a pedestrian hit by a car at Fairfield Road and Blanchard Street on Tuesday. A 65-year-old man was seriously injured when he was hit in a crosswalk by a vehicle turning left onto Blanchard. He flew up over the hood of the car, shattered the windshield before landing on the street. The accident happened Tuesday morning just after 10 o'clock. If you were in that area and you saw it, Vic PD are asking you to call them. Well, here's a sobering reminder heading into the long weekend. The province is revving up its roadside safety campaign this summer to try to bring drinking and driving to a full and complete stop. BC's counterattack road check campaign ramps up as of July 1st. The province is adding $1 million to its traffic enforcement budget to get impaired drivers off the road. And that extra funding will go to increase the number of police roadblocks, allowing officers to catch drivers who are impaired not just by alcohol but drugs as well. And there's a new TV ad campaign to run during the month of July, reminding drivers to plan ahead if they plan to drink. The province says it wants people to enjoy their summer and to have fun, but do it safely.
We understand that people want to enjoy the summer, whether it's at a barbecue or a family reunion or going to a game. The point is, make a plan. Be sure that you have a way to get home that involves a safe ride home. Choose to be the designated driver.
If you can tell people and they know that if I leave tonight and I've been drinking, I'm going to get caught, that's the deterrent. So by having more uniformed presence out there, we have officers that go through the bars in some of the bars in Victoria, so they see the presence, they know they're out there. And this new legislation allows us quick deterrence. If you're stopped within half an hour, it's done, your car seized, you've got your paperwork, and you're walking.
ICBC says over the past 5 years, at least one person has been killed every Canada Day in BC by an impaired driver. Well, prohibition in this province is now finally officially over. The law that banned Canadians from buying wine in one province and taking it to another is off the books. Bill C-311 received royal assent in Ottawa today, scrubbing the old law and leaving it to the provinces to set their own trade restrictions on wine. The MP for Okanagan-Coquihalla says the passage of the bill comes at a perfect time, the Canada Day long weekend and the beginning of wine tourism season. In anticipation of the change, the BC government announced earlier this month that it will allow BC residents to bring 1 case of wine and 4 bottles of spirits tax-free from other provinces, along with a limit on beer and cider. Well, firefighters around the capital region are going to new heights to help the Victoria Hospitals Foundation. The Building Care Together campaign received a check for more than $346,000 from the Firefighters Burn Fund of Victoria today. The money will go towards buying new equipment for the burn unit in the new patient care centre at the Royal Jubilee Hospital. And the new improved technology will include new instruments which will help doctors remove burn tissue more efficiently while cutting down patients' recovery time. Doctors say the generous donation will help to provide tremendous relief to Vancouver Island burn patients.
For example, there's a newer technology called a VersaJet, which allows us with essentially a jet of water to more finely clean up burn tissue. So it allows us to take away the burn tissue but leave any healthy tissue behind more accurately.
The equipment that's in our burn unit will be able to treat patients and they'll have a faster healing time. So it's just amazing to be able to be treated locally at home.
The burn unit at the Royal Jubilee Patient Care Centre is the only one on Vancouver Island. The Firefighters Burn Fund has donated more than $2.5 million over the past 30 years to help support burn patients. Well, here's a question for you. How well do you think you know your country? We wanted to find out, so we sent CTV Stephen Andrew to a place where Canadians congregate, the Passport Office, to ask you a little Canadian trivia. Here's what we found out.
What's the population of Canada?
33 million.
Absolutely correct. How many provinces and territories are there in Canada?
13.
10.
I thought it was 13.
13.
Are you absolutely certain?
Yes.
Good, because you're correct. Okay. Well, what national public holiday falls on July the 1st? If you don't get this really seriously, you cannot have your passport. Is it Vimy Day? Is it Sir Wilfrid Laurier Day? And the other two are Labor Day or Canada Day, which until 1982 was Dominion Day. Which one do you think?
I think it's probably Canada Day.
Canada Day.
You get to keep your passport. You're allowed to stay in the country.
That was tricky.
Which of the following famous Canadian politicians has the nickname the last father of Confederation? Is it Brian Mulroney, Pierre Trudeau, Stephen Harper, or Joey Smallwood?
Pierre Trudeau.
Do you know?
I guess.
Smallwood?
Joe Smallwood. Smallwood.
Are you sure?
Yes.
2 for 2. And finally, why did Ottawa establish the Mounted Police in 1873? Was it to perform equestrian shows, to pacify the West and negotiate with the Indians, to arrest Louis Riel, or to drive the Métis out of Canada?
To arrest Louis.
It's actually to pacify the West and negotiate with the Indians. You're not, are you?
Nope.
Still think you should get your passport?
Sure. I got to get out of the country somehow.
Well, last night was a very special night. Extra special for an extra special young lady. It was graduation night for Janice Edroff.
I would like to acknowledge the extra special contribution Ms. Janice Edroff has made to our school and community. Thank you, Janice, for being the person you are.
Janice received a standing ovation from her classmates in the Claremont High class of 2012 at their graduation ceremony. Janice's journey has been a challenging one, as you know. She's been forced to spend a lot of her time outside of the classroom during her time in school for medical treatments and for fundraising. When she wasn't battling neurofibromatosis, she spent her time giving back and raising awareness about children's health, raising more than $1 million in pennies for charity. Last night, Janice took a moment to offer some words of advice.
Just to keep positive and never give up on your dreams and never to give up hope.
What's one memory you'll always remember from high school?
Being the manager of the basketball team was kind of like something I could do. Since I can't play, I was actually being a part of a team for once, and it felt like I was actually a player for once, so it was really cool.
Janice plans to go to university and eventually pursue a career in childcare. We send our sincere congratulations to Janice and all of this year's graduates. Well, for those of you who can't wait until Sunday to start celebrating Canada's birthday, the municipality of Oak Bay is throwing an early bird party. Everything from face painting to bouncy castles on the lawn of Oak Bay Municipal Hall this afternoon. Hundreds of kids and their parents came out to take part in the events and to enjoy the nice weather. Organizers say the annual celebration is held early so that more families can take part.
This is our annual Canada Day event. We don't do it on Canada Day because people usually have plans, but we do it usually the last Friday of the month with school's out, and we just have lots of fun activities from button making, face painting, bouncy castle, hot dogs. It's all free, and it's just a great time for the community to get together and have some fun.
Canada-themed swim party will also take place on Sunday at the Oak Bay Rec Centre from 1 till 5, and everybody is welcome. Friendly reminder for you tonight that your property taxes, at least in Victoria, are due in less than a week. Property taxpayers have until next Tuesday to pay up. That's July 3rd, the day after the holiday for many, because Canada Day falls on a Sunday. The deadline to make your payment is Tuesday afternoon at 4:30. If it is not made, you'll face a penalty. The City of Victoria says a penalty of 10% will be added to your outstanding balance if it's not paid on time. To pay for your 2012 property taxes online, you can go to victoria.ca, go to your bank, or drop off a check at City Hall. With the tourism season upon us and long weekend traffic getting ready to ramp up, it's happening already. Police are reminding you to slow down, to pay attention, and make sure you're buckled up. And that reminder comes after what police say could have been a deadly crash on the Malahat today. Seatbelts save lives, and that's exactly what RCMP say saved the two men in this truck in Mill Bay this afternoon. Police say the dumpster hauling vehicle lost control and hit a lamp standard, sheared the metal pole off right at its bolts. The small rig then careened into the ditch, came out the other side, finally coming to rest after smashing into a concrete barrier. The crash closed the Malahat in both directions for about a half hour.
2 male occupants inside of a dump truck style vehicle heading northbound on the Trans-Canada Highway lost control of the vehicle, struck a light pole and entered the ditch before coming to a sudden stop along the concrete no posts. The vehicle was the only vehicle involved. Minor injuries for the 2 young males.
The 2 men were taken to Cowichan Valley Hospital suffering minor injuries. RCMP continue to investigate. And the Nanaimo teen is recovering in Victoria General Hospital with a broken femur tonight after getting struck by a vehicle. Police say the 17-year-old was hit crossing against the light at the intersection of Highway 19 and Comox Road last night at about 11:30. The teen was taken first to Nanaimo Regional General, then airlifted to Victoria General Hospital for emergency surgery to repair the broken leg. The teen also suffered internal injuries and some head trauma. RCMP are not recommending charges against the driver at this time. A Canadian athlete is following in the footsteps of Terry Fox by going the distance to shed light on a deadly disease. Champion boxer Mike Strange has laced up again, but not for the ring this time. Strange is completing Terry Fox's run for hope after losing a close friend to pancreatic cancer. While on the journey from Thunder Bay to Vancouver Island, Strange has been raising money for young children diagnosed with cancer. Strange says he's been running about 40 kilometers every day since April.
My body's sore, especially my legs, right from the first week when in English River we got caught in a blizzard, and I pulled both hamstrings and my quads, and then shin splints in the prairies, and now my left knee is really bugging me. So it is tough, but you just kind of try to overcome the pain by thinking of what I'm going through is nothing compared to what some of these children are going through day in and day out for years.
All of the proceeds raised in the run are going to the Childhood Cancer Foundation. Strange wraps up his run in Victoria on Tuesday. The last time he was in the Capital Region, he won a gold medal at the 1994 Commonwealth Games.